Hey YouTube peeps, Eve here, and today I'm going to have a talk with all of you about how living tiny, less is more. So, for those of you that are beginning the tiny space journey, or going tiny, living tiny, having lived tiny for a little over 8 months, I can talk to you a little bit about the pros and the cons and everything in between. Less is more. You will have more freedom. You will have more money, hopefully. It depends. There's a lot of decisions you'll make every single day. And how we choose to live our lives determines the quality thereof. I say it again and again, and I mean it every time I say it. Money will not buy you happiness. But you're sadly mistaken if you don't think it can buy you comfort and security. It will. It'll give you a life of ease like you've never known before. So, here's the deal. If you want to live tiny, you can live tiny. You can have your own space, you can own it, and not pay a dime for it other than the maintenance and upkeep, which that can get expensive as well, depending upon the choices you've made. However, every day you will make decisions that will affect you physically, emotionally, and financially. And if you don't believe that, well, there's nothing I can possibly say or do to convince you of otherwise. But let me tell you something. If you don't have some form of income, steady income, quality income, enough to pay for the roof over your head, the food on the table, to keep your creature comforts available, food, utilities, you're still going to have utilities, depending upon whether you use electrical power, solar power, and a generator, off-grid, on-grid, parked, it doesn't matter. You can live tiny, and less will be more. However, you'll still need some form of steady income, sufficient to cover your basic needs and your creature comforts. So let me get back to my notes, because unfortunately I do not have a mind of a steel trap anymore. I don't think. So the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, and if you want to know what lies on the road ahead, ask the person returning. So hopefully you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up button, and share my videos with anyone that you think that might be interested in going tiny, or moving into a tiny space, or just wants to learn how to live more efficiently with less, because it can be done. It can be done graciously, but you have to have some foundations laid, both financial, emotional, and physical, because you're going to require them. You're going to require them. So, it's not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. Peeps, let's start living. Let's start living, whether you're living big or living tiny. Let's start living. Quality of life is everything, and it begins inside. So, welcome to the tiny house journey of less is more. Stay tuned. Lots of videos to come.